Welcome back, friends and fellow car mechanics, to Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. And if you look in the top right-hand corner, you will see we are level 14 and we have 35,000 credits. That is because this is attempt number 3 at filming this episode, and you might notice a change. At the end of the last episode, we had a black Ribson Starline on this lifter and a blue Nissan GTR here. In the first attempt, OBS did not fully remux the episode, and my media player would not play the video, so I did not attempt to even upload it to YouTube. Attempt number 2, OBS did not record at all. Turned out I needed to upgrade the drivers on my graphics card. So now we are at attempt number 3. And our goal for today is this mod car, which is a Plymouth Roadrunner. And this has got quite the task ahead of us. Filters, timing, 2 pages of parts from the engine. We got suspension, steering, brakes, and body. We're going to start this off with the body. So we need front bumper B, front end B, both front doors, right fender. So we're going to take the right fender, and that was interesting. Go ahead and take the front bumper, door, door, we need left headlight, rear bumper, trunk. So we're going to take the left headlight, the rear bumper, and the trunk. And now don't quite know what car part 2 is. So we're going to have to take a look around for that. Car part 2 may very well be the exhaust. That's car part 1. And car part 2. Okay. So let's jump into our inventory. We know we need that. We need that. It said we needed the rear bumper and the left headlight, door, door, front bumper, front end, and right fender. So because this is a mod car, we'll go to the community part. We'll leave it there momentarily in case there's anything else we need to purchase. Put the license plate on. Okay. So let's check. Our body parts are good. We're going to pop this hood. And let's get our inspection done. Now, as we are getting close to the ribs and star line that we're going to have to change all the body panels on, that means we are also getting close to the point where we are going to have to buy our paint booth, because we will start getting cars that require them to be repainted the factory color. So a paint booth is going to cost us $15,000. And here are my thoughts on that. Because we are not quite there yet, I figured we would wait until either A, we get a car that requires it, or B, until after we get through the ribs and star line, so that we know we have enough money, even though it is only 15,000 credits and we have 31 at the moment. That being said, we do have engine problems with this car. It's not going to let us do a fuel pressure test. Okay, so the alternator is definitely bad. Well, let's see I don't think we have an I6 alternator, but let's change that out real quick, and hopefully we have one that's in good enough condition. Oh, we do. To see if it'll allow us to do a compression test and a fuel pressure test. That I6 alternator is not going to be staying on this car because it doesn't meet the 32%. Okay, so we're going to need to buy a battery tray. We have some of our parts discovered for us. We're going to need carburetors, and we're definitely going to need a fuel filter, but we knew about the fuel filter. That crankshaft is at 17%, so we will be tearing this motor down. So let's see. Still didn't give us much. Okay. So we're going to go to our tools, our drain tool, and we are going to drain the coolant. And now we'll throw that on our list. And let's just see if we happen to have one that's 36%. We do not. So we'll come back in. I am going to pause the recording for now. Well, I'll do that after I pull one side of this engine apart, just so you guys can see how this older engine is underneath the valve covers. Because if I don't, then we aren't going to get through this job. Looks like we do have some spark plugs. And we are going to have push rods. So far, 2 push rods. I'm seeing at least one spark plug. And now that we have that side apart, I'm going to pause the recording, and I will see you back when we're ready to do the suspension. Okay, friends, so I am bringing you back to join me at the test track so we can test the suspension on this GTX and find out exactly what it needs, as well as the brakes. Okay, so as we saw, the brakes are very poor. Now, we have to take out a rear half shaft, a U-bolt, rear differential bearing cap, and a bushing. Well, the bushing is going to be over here. I know because I already saw it. Then let's get this thing up in the air. So it's going to need a brake shoe, though we don't know what side. Well, there's our half shaft. And we kind of got lucky and got the brake shoe at the same time. And now we need to go in here. This is part of the TK aftermarket mod that you won't see in your game unless you download the mod. So let's jump in and get the parts. Unfortunately, the one thing TK wasn't able to do was add the ability to fill the differential fluid. But I'm sure with time and updates to his mod, that might come along. Now we know we got a leaf spring we have to change, or U-bolt. And a U-bolt plate. So this is going to be our U-bolt. So then we're going to come over here. We're going to mark this and this. We're going to need another set of shoes and a brake drum cylinder. Oops. Didn't mean to back out that far. Okay. So we still need a sway bar front end length B and a set of brake pads. So let's have a look. That wouldn't be our sway bar front end length. And unfortunately with this set of rims, yeah, we got lucky. That's the set of pads we need to take off. And now we'll come over here. We'll highlight our sway bar end length. And with that, our car is done. It's a nice $13,000 pay job. and we will put it outside so the owner can come get it. And we leveled up. So we have a Barracuda, which is going to be engine, timing, suspension, fluids. Another Roadrunner. Gearbox, Chrysler Cordoba. Yeah, we haven't done an Evo yet, so we'll take that. And yes, you do see another car sitting here. I paid a little over $5,000 for that from the junkyard. Now, with this hunk of junk, this is our next story order car. As you can see, we're going to need to buy a wheel and tire. We're also going to have to buy right fender, front bumper, both headlights, a radiator, left fender, oh, it's going to need a hood as well. So let's just go ahead and pop that hood off. We'll go ahead and pop this fender off. Bumper, left fender, right fender, hood, both side mirrors, windshield. So pretty much the entire front end of this car needs to be replaced. I mean, heck, it's missing the right side mirror. So we'll come here, front bumper, front fender, mirror, headlight, hood, headlight, mirror, windshield, and we come here to plates. We scroll over till we hit standard, because that's what all of these base game cars will have. And we'll go ahead and put the body panels in. Okay. Well, with that part of it done, now it wants us to drain the coolant. Well, we're going to have to do that anyway, because we're going to have to change out the radiator, But that'll be for the next episode. What do we need tire size? That's the big question. Actually says we're going to need 2 rims. So we need 2 19s at a 235/35. But again, we'll save that. We're going to increase our bolting and unbolting speed. We're going to buy the car wash. And we're going to go ahead and buy the paint shop. One last thing we're going to do before we go on this episode is we're going to get this nasty ass thing washed. And we'll be nice and give them an interior detail. Compliments. And this can go back to the first car lift. Okay, looking at our wheels, this is the one that's going to need to be changed. We're going to bring it over here. So let's get this sport tire, 235/35/19. And then we want rims. And we want 2 of these in 19. Okay, that is where we will end this episode. I hope you enjoyed what you have seen. If you did, please hit that like button, comment, share this video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button, as it only takes seconds and it doesn't cost anything, but it does help my small channel out. Wherever you are, whenever you may be watching this, I wish you all a very good day.